I'm J.R. Church. Welcome to today's analysis of the news. Well, let me tell you what I've been doing this week. First of all, I had a PET scan. I had a CAT scan, and they took pictures of my liver and those two little tumors in there that we shot with the Flash Gordon's ray gun, back in February and March. Ended on March the 6th, February 25th to March the 6th. Well, they have shrunk even more, and no new activity. So next week they're scheduling me a PET scan to see, that's where they inject sugar water into your veins, and any cancer cells just love sugar, so the sugar goes directly to the cancer cells and it lights up like a Christmas tree. And so they're going to find out if those two tumors still have any live cells in them. I pray that they don't. I'm praying that they're both dead and that the liver's just slowly taking out the trash, Nevertheless, everything is looking good and I'm feeling good. I want you to know that, and I want to thank you for your prayers for me. I want to ask you to continue to pray for me because, I'm stage 4. I don't know where the next tumor is going to show up. If it's going to show up in my lung or my brain or somewhere else. But hey, we've got a great God. Now you got to understand that the Lord sometimes heals people and sometimes He doesn't. I've asked Him to heal me. I'm trusting that by the way, all healing comes from God, okay? However, 70 years old, the other night I said, Lord, you gave Hezekiah 15 more years. Could you spare a few for me, So we'll see. Anyway, also, what's happened this week? Well, some Somali, that's in the country of Somali, Islamic, what do we call them? The patrol of making sure people stay Muslims. They found 6 men who had converted to Christianity, and they beheaded them publicly. Now, can you imagine if the Muslims got the upper hand in America and one of them converted to Christianity? You and I ought to be soul winners, We ought to go out and try to win the Muslims. But that's what they face. A Muslim can see, if I were to convert to Christianity, get my head cut off. So this is a terrible world we live in some areas. In America, it's wonderful. Even though we're having an economic downturn, the Lord can still bless and take care of His own people. David once said, I once was young and now I'm old, but I've never seen the Lord forsake His children or any of His children begging bread. And that was King David. And I am convinced that the Lord takes care of those who love Him and trust Him. Then our president released 5 Iranian militants from prison in Iran. In Iraq. They came over from Iran, and they caused the deaths of over 400 American soldiers, and yet our president gave them back in good health to Iran. By the way, there were 5 British hostages that Iran negotiated for some of their people who were in our prisons, and they delivered 2 of the British hostages, bodies of course. They killed them before they gave them back. And they said they still have the 3 others, and they're demanding the release of more prisoners in order to get them, and who knows but what they'll give back their bodies as well. You see, they live in a different world than we do. Nevertheless, we did not execute their prisoners. They were prisoners of war, so we took good care of them, and now we gave them back this week. Anyway, here at Prophecy in the News, we have been working on a couple of rooms in Building B. We have 2 buildings B and C, that we bought several years ago. And we're renovating a couple of rooms. We put down new carpet. We're putting new trim on the walls. We put new texture on the walls and new paint, and bringing the rooms up to look nice so that we can utilize them here at the Ministry of Prophecy and the News. And let me ask you, if the Lord willing, if you could help us with meeting the cost of the new carpet and the renovations, the paint, etc. It's not a whole lot, but it's not in our budget. And we like to, these days, pay as we go. And so I would like to ask you to have a part in it. I know you love the ministry, and when you know what we're doing and what we're using it for, maybe you could help us out. Tell you what, I got a deal here you can't refuse. These are our DVD videos from last year, 2008. There are 12 DVDs, 4 programs on each DVD. There are 48 programs in all. You can go on the website here.